Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today, in a multi-part Smash-tacular event, we're going over the Mario movie figures versus the Sonic movie figures to see which is the best. Focusing on Mario, Luigi, Sonic, and Tails. Before we begin, leave a like, hit subscribe, and comment below your favorite figure in this review. It really helps out the channel. Now let's get to it. Starting off with Mario versus these Sonics over here. They all look awesome, but which one is better? Mario looks a lot like his game counterpart. I do like how this figure looks. There's a lot of detail put into the sculpt, and that looks really awesome, and the color is very nice too. The head is sculpted pretty well. The eyes follow you, which is very creepy to me, and the articulation is fine, I guess, for this. It works pretty well, and I like the stitching on the hat too. The body has these strange kind of articulation, the action figure looking joints that really take me out of it a little bit. The sculpt on this is too good to have these action figure joints, and I do love the stitching on this part too, and the gold is nice as well. And one key thing to mention is that he holds an accessory in his hand that the other figures just don't have for Sonic, so this gives him a slight edge, but a plunger, really, something more akin to the games would be better. And the back looks nice too, with more stitching over here, as well as going around and up and down, with some up and down over here, with some up and down over there, and some nice swivel. It's good articulation for this figure, actually, really nice. And the legs are pretty good as well, although we do run into some articulation-y, action figure-y looking things. It does have some great sculpt and great paint also, with good articulation to boot. Even the smallest of details, such as this little gold thing over here, is this like some kind of button on the side? I don't know, but there is articulation point over here, as well as this dumb thing over there, so that's a cost, but this is good too. For this Mario, I'd probably give him an 8 out of 10. It looks very nice, but has a few action figure looking flaws. Sonic looks a lot like his game counterpart, but also like his movie counterpart as well, even more so than Mario. This is a great little figure. Jakks has put so much effort into this. I love the different quills over here. All the fur looks amazing, as well as the sort of light piping over here looking great on that. The mouth looks very Sonic-y, as well as the nose, but the eyes are really great. They don't really follow you much anymore. They look straight on and are much better for that. The articulation is really nice with all the way around pretty much some nice pivot, tilt, and swivel. The body looks even better too, with the joints being a little more hidden, and even some nice sculpting of the fur on the joints. And we also have butterfly joints on this articulation. It's really great. And also hands that can open and close. Wow! Sonic doesn't have anything to hold, like an accessory or anything, but the bevy of accessories from the game figures will surely get you ahead in that regard, and this looks really nice too. Back here, the fur is immaculate! But the one gripe I do have about this is that swiveling him does ruin this patch of fur and doesn't make it look that great, but with some clever posing you can get around it, but it's way more articulated, I think, than the other ones. So articulation points are in order for this one. And the legs look stunning on Sonic over here, with the articulation not being much of an issue, as it's pretty much hidden underneath a couple of joints here and there, but it works out so nicely and looks so good, guys. Oh, look at that. Where Mario was really complex, Sonic is super simple and just does everything better than his predecessor. So yeah, for me, it's a 9 out of 10. So in this case, Sonic takes the crown over Mario. And once again, Light Up Sonic also wins against Mario. We trade off stomach articulation for a light up function, which is also really great. Does Mario also have a second figure? No! So Sonic does win in this case. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and hit the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. Now we have Tails versus Luigi, a somewhat more even matchup. Let's see who wins. Mario's brother Luigi looks awesome, and I actually like his color scheme a little bit better than Mario himself, so let's see how he stacks up. The head sculpt, once again, is, I think, much nicer. I do like how it looks, but there is some paint missing from the mustache on mine. I never noticed that from a couple years ago. Weird, and the eyes look strange as well. The stitching isn't as pronounced on the cap, I don't think. And Mario, it's kind of a shame. It looks nice back here, though, with the hair. At least they sculpted that pretty well, and the articulation is pretty solid, but not much up and down for him, sadly. The body looks very nice. I love the color of dark versus the lighter color of green over here. This dark blue is wonderful, and the gold is pretty nice too, and he has good stitching, but not as much as before with Mario. And the hands are just pre-molded and kind of okay, and he has a flashlight, looks pretty good, but honestly, it's just a little flashlight. I would love to see the vacuum, though. That'd be amazing. Give us the vacuum, please! And the articulation on Luigi is a little bit loose for me, and kind of gappy in some places. It's really weird. How long has this figure been just languishing in my collection? I'm not sure. Articulation's fine, I guess, for this one. At least the legs look nice. We do have similar kind of stitching, but I feel like this is underdone for some reason. I'm not really sure, and the articulation is fair, I guess, for this one. Same as Mario, though. For Luigi, he looks very nice here, but not that great. Upon revisiting him, I'll probably give him a 7 out of 10, sadly, slightly less than Mario. And moving on to Tails, Sonic's little buddy, his best friend, basically, the gadget guy. I love him. Let's talk about him. The eyes are so endearing and so cute. I love the detail they put into it, and the mouth is really adorable too. The nose also. He just screams cute, and I just can't help but love him. The slight fade we have going on the sides of the ears as well as going to the back, and the fur is really nice. A little mottled, though, a little bit worse than Sonic's, which is kind of weird with both Luigi and Tails. Are they just lesser versions of their counterparts? And the articulation is fine, but really nice when you kind of like break that sort of seal of moving it. It just is wonderful. It's great articulation for this head sculpt. Love it. We do lose out on butterfly joints for this figure, but we do gain more joints with the tails, and the hands and arms are basically the same, having some great articulation with them. It's just really awesome. I love it. And the fur looks better too than the head, I think. It's just more of a finer, tighter kind of fur over here, and the tails look insanely good and have great articulation also, basically anywhere you want them to go. The feet throw me off because every other version of Tails has them in black on the soles, but these are gray, more like the games. It's kind of weird. But again, the paint sculpt articulation is great on these. I love it. Just so much detail put into this little dude. He's amazing, and I just love him so much. A very wonderful figure, and it's great. Peg holes are even on the bottoms of the feet. I love that so much with this. It's just a great little figure. I love Tails. Like Sonic, he doesn't come with anything, but you can give him accessories, which is fine. I don't really need it when you have this level of articulation, sculpt, and paint. You don't need accessory. Just use the ones from the games. They're fine. The sculpt, articulation, and paint are amazing on this figure. I love him so much. Tails gets an 8 out of 10. Really nice. Not as good as Sonic, and way better than Luigi, I think. And Tails wins this round, shining the light on the fact that he is one of the better figures that Jakks Pacific has to offer for the Sonic movies, at least. And poor Luigi. Good night, Luigi. And even with angry Tails over here, oh my god, he looks so angry. He's just much better with the soles being the right color, as well as being able to hold this as a flex. It's awesome. Poor Luigi. Even Luigi can't catch a break against Chow. Tails, I like this head sculpt actually a little more than I did in the initial review. So yeah, I'm appreciating it way more so than this Luigi figure. Sorry, Luigi. So Sonic and Tails have won this round against Mario and Luigi. But stay tuned for more Jakks Pacific Mario vs. Sonic coming soon. Overall, the smash of the century. The Mario figures, at least Mario and Luigi, are very well done and look awesome compared to their movie counterparts, but there are a few things that aren't quite right with them. The action figure-y articulation with all those straight cuts, the strange eyes that follow you when they move around, and the lack of movable hands is kind of bad here. I do appreciate the figures for what they are, though. They at least have accessories, and they brought my channel to new heights when I reviewed them initially. And 2.5 years later from the release of these Mario figures, Jakks brought us some of the best Sonic figures to date, learning from their mistakes and making these so much better. The Sonic and Tails figures are truly awesome. I love how they look and articulate, and they're a great stepping stone to get to even better figures in the future, especially with the second Mario movie coming soon. So if you're a fan of gaming, movies, Sonic, or Mario, then you'll love these figures. They're really great. But for at least these characters, I would highly recommend getting the Sonic figures over the Mario ones. They're just so much better. But make no mistake, Jakks Pacific lived so they can learn. So which Jakks Pacific movie line is your favorite so far? Sonic 3 or Mario Movie 1? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com for more reviews like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.